Timely and accurate information on the enemy and the terrain is required by any commander in order to make his tactical decisions. Reconnaissance patrols are one of the most reliable means of obtaining this information. They generally operate by stealth, avoiding enemy contact, and will fight only for self-protection or to take advantage of an unusual opportunity to destroy a high-value target. Their orders usually specify action to be taken on contact with the enemy. These patrols seek to answer a question about the enemy or about the ground, such as, is there enemy on a certain hill? Or is a certain river passable to APCs? The strength of a reconnaissance patrol is kept to the minimum commensurate with its task, generally from 2 to 12 men, and it is organized into reconnaissance, security, and headquarters elements. In a small patrol, a man may be a member of more than one element, depending on the phase of the operation. The aim of all reconnaissance patrolling is to reach the objective clandestinely, obtain the information required, and return without being discovered, as it may lose some or all of its value if the enemy knows we have it. Reconnaissance patrols obtain information by conducting a point reconnaissance or surveillance against a specific location or small area. An area reconnaissance or surveillance of an extended target or area, which may involve a series of point reconnaissances within the area. And a route reconnaissance, which is a form of area recce, checking various points along a route, or by proving that is actually traveling the route itself. A layback patrol, usually a 3-man group with a radio and minimum equipment, may be placed behind enemy lines. There, they report enemy strength, identify his movements, and collect terrain information for use in future operations.
Here's the warning order, sir.
The patrol warning order is issued with as much lead time as possible. It details the patrol's mission, its size, departure and return times, the time and place for orders, and any special stores requirements. The patrol commander makes an initial map recce, taking note of distances that will influence the movement aspects of his time appreciation, such as that from his present location to the objective, locations for orders, rehearsals, embussing and debussing points, pickup and landing zones, limits on forward reconnaissance, and forward unit positions. His initial time appreciation considers the time needed for movement, orders, rehearsals, preparations, and action in the objective area. Time is then allotted on a priority basis for the various tasks required to accomplish the mission.
So, camera, can you come over here for a warning order?
The patrol commander then issues his warning order, and if required, a second one will be dispatched after he receives his orders or after he completes his plan.
Your recce patrol. Okay, guys, listen up. I got our initial warning order here.
Preparations begin upon receipt of the warning order.
Recce patrol.
While the commander is being briefed, carrying out his recce and finalizing his plan, the Patrol 2IC notifies those who have been selected and relays to them the preliminary information.
Let's go, guys.
He then completes the needed patrol administration, including early or late feeding, testing of weapons and equipment, inspection and rehearsals, as well as making arrangements for shelter, dry clothing, food, drink, and sleep upon the patrol's return.
6-1 Alpha, Roger out.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning. Okay,
The patrol commander may be briefed by almost anyone, from his platoon commander to the brigade commander.
And are currently halted in this present location here.
After receiving orders, the patrol commander coordinates with transport, fire support, and other briefing staff for special information or equipment required.
Okay. And when you come back, I'll have a target number for your objective, etc.
He may also coordinate with other patrol commanders operating in the same area. Before leaving the briefing area, he must ensure he has all information required to successfully complete his mission.
Yeah, because I'll be coming.
Coordination is continuous throughout planning, preparation, and conduct of the patrol. Much has already been completed. However, he will normally have to sort out his passage of friendly lines with forward subunits. Now the patrol commander undertakes a detailed study of the map and any available air photographs. For his routes to and from the objective, he notes cover, concealment, obstacles, positions for observation and fire, known and likely enemy positions, OPs, DF areas, key terrain features, dead ground, covered approaches, withdrawal routes, and likely ambush sites, and considers the effect terrain will have on his mission. The organization and equipment of his patrol may have to be changed if a significant obstacle has to be crossed, and its formation will change as the ground becomes open or close, and movement will be slowed if dense brush or swamp are encountered. Terrain in the objective area will basically determine how the objective is examined, the locations of the objective RV and its associated release point, and the approach and withdrawal routes. The patrol commander completes his time appreciation working backwards from the last action the patrol must perform down to the receipt of patrol orders. The specific timings that he must meet, such as times out and in, are noted, and he allocates time on a priority basis for preparations, orders, rehearsals, movement, and action in the objective area. His time appreciation is always done backwards from the last action the patrol is required to perform down to the receipt of patrol orders. Preliminary planning involves the selection of routes, and for a larger patrol, includes patrol organization and selection of men, weapons, and equipment. The patrol commander now completes his recce plan with the intention of seeing as much of the ground that he is to cover as time and circumstances permit. His reconnaissance is conducted as far forward as possible from one or more OPs, providing information to confirm and supplement his map study. If possible, the Patrol 2IC should accompany him to give protection and familiarize himself with the ground and the basic plan. The patrol commander confirms his previously selected routes, obstacles, landmarks, enemy and friendly OPs, dead ground and covered approaches, possible ambush sites, likely and known enemy locations and DF areas, as well as the effect of natural light on movement. At this point, the patrol commander develops a detailed plan as the basis for his orders. It should be kept simple so that any member of the patrol can complete the mission. Tasks to be accomplished in the objective area are assigned. These are the basis of the groupings and tasks and action on the objective subparagraphs of his operation order. Next, other tasks are identified and assigned. These include navigation, security on the move and security during halts, routes, formations, signals, and all SOP actions are included in the plan as required.
Gentlemen, orders.
The patrol order is issued verbally in standard operations order format.
Upon there, airfield will be our objective located there.
Visual aids, such as sand models or mud maps, vastly improve the understanding of the sequence of events and the terrain the patrol will cross.
Point, NEORV.
During orders, each patrol member must often refer to his map and take notes to help him memorize all details of the patrol, since no papers or marked maps are taken on patrol.
Primary navigator and the actual recce of the objective. Caber.
Okay.
If time permits, the patrol commander would conduct his own rehearsals, specifically covering action at the objective RV and on the objective.
Taking care of that, and everything's pretty much taken care of, sir.
All patrol members should be directed to a period of forced rest before starting the patrol.
What's the radio set on frequency?
3520.
Here, so
In the last inspection before departure, the patrol commander questions each member to confirm that he knows the mission. The party is to play, the tasks of other patrol members, routes to and from the objective, passwords, code words, call signs, frequencies, reporting times, and any other information that he deems necessary.
all the equipment.
He checks to ensure that the only identifying items the patrol members carry are their identity discs.
4200, and the distance is 800 meters. Okay. Here we go. Take us to the FDL.
The patrol is most vulnerable when passing through friendly obstacles. It departs across the forward defense line in the manner and at the time previously coordinated by the patrol commander. The commander calls a long halt when the patrol has reached its first en route RV. Patrol formation in RVs normally uses the clock method and places the navigator at 12 o'clock, security man at 3, 2IC at 6 o'clock, and the commander at 9 o'clock. Here, time is taken to listen, make final adjustments to clothing and equipment, and prepare for the navigation of the first leg. Ideally, patrol movement is silent, concealed, and very slow. Communications are by hand signals, which must be seen, understood, acknowledged, and passed on. The patrol commander often has to draw a balance between silence, speed, and security in order to complete his mission within imposed time constraints. Should the patrol be engaged by the enemy, it must immediately return fire, break contact, and return to the last en route RV. Here, the patrol regroups, and decisions are made as to the next move. Orders will have specified whether or not the patrol is to continue should it not have reached the objective. Very few things are really obstacles to a reconnaissance patrol, which easily adjusts its formation to suit the terrain. Linear obstacles require near and far side security and speedy and silent passage. The far side is not actually secure until all possible danger areas have been investigated. Navigation is normally carried out by the point man and backed up by the commander while two others pace. Legs are kept short, employing the compass to maintain direction with frequent halts for navigation checks. Approaching the objective area, the commander halts 100 to 200 meters short of the selected objective RV and halts for a 5-minute listening watch before dispatching the security team to ensure it is free of enemy.
Okay, Camber. I'll take left your left and go right at the release point.
After the objective RV is reached, the reconnaissance team, that is the patrol commander and navigator, go forward to pinpoint the objective and confirm the release point. After returning to the objective RV, the commander directs the security team to the release point, from which it is again prepared to provide covering fire. The reconnaissance team approaches and then examines the objective from a number of different directions. They take note of all the details of the objective, no matter how minor, including all sounds and odors. Ideally, they will also either photograph or make a sketch of the objective. After completing their task, the reconnaissance team proceeds to the release point. The acquired information is given to the other patrol members so that it can be reported even if the patrol is split up or if its key members are killed. Towards the end of the patrol, the commander will generally decrease his speed of movement and increase the number of halts to avoid excessive fatigue, which may lead to errors. While it is tempting to believe that a route which worked once will work again, such false logic will eventually lead to death by ambush. No patrol should ever return to friendly lines along the same outbound route. The return through friendly lines at the end of the patrol must be precisely executed to avoid being shot at by friendly troops. From a known point, the commander directs the navigator on an offset bearing right of the gap. At 1,000 meters out, the patrol commander contacts the subunit on the FDL and gives them his bearing. He does the same thing at 600 meters and at 200 meters. When the wire is encountered, the patrol probes along it in the direction of the gap until the guide is met.
Advance.
The guide leads the patrol back to its assembly area, and the patrol leader briefs the local subunit commander on any information pertinent to his area of interest.
That OP is right there where you thought it was.
Okay.
Upon return to their unit, the patrol is normally debriefed by the officer who gave the orders.
Fairly steep, but you can take a vehicle across without any...
While the patrol commander completes his report, the two ICs sees to the men cleaning their weapons, eating, drinking, changing into dry clothes, and getting several hours of undisturbed sleep. Reconnaissance patrolling demands the utmost of infantry skills to get to the objective, obtain the required information, and return to friendly areas without being discovered. Possession of the patrolling spirit, sound planning, rehearsals, and efficient drills will, in the end, help ensure the patrol's success.